kills the guy CT.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's knifed him, and he's gotten away with the AWP. I'm starting to get nervous. There's no way, Caden, you can't win Pro League like this! You can't win Pro League like this! Gets the info, he just has to hit this shot, and he's done it for Heroic. The leader, calling well above his years, clearing. No! You're an animal! Heroic have done it, and I just can't.
It's almost a given that if you've played CSGO, at some point you've landed on Mirage. Sometimes referred to as the new Dust 2, Mirage is the most popular and one of the most well-liked maps in the game. It continues to remain a core map in both professional and casual CSGO due to its open structure, balanced play, and forgiveness to new players. It is also home to some of the most historic plays in Counter-Strike history.
Once again, the first base is a Dren. He's going to hit the ground there as Cole. Oh, what? Jumping double from Cole.
But what is it about this map that has cemented itself into the hearts of players all around the world? What makes it so popular? And more importantly, why hasn't it changed? Before we get started, kindly hit that like button, leave a comment for the algorithm if you want, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Let's do this. Believe it or not, the origin of Mirage dates all the way back to 2004, at a time when Counter-Strike had already become one of the world's most popular games, and it was just making its way into the world of esports. Back then, the game didn't have many maps that a player could describe as balanced or competitive. As such, demand for a map was on the rise. This was a time when many old school fans preferred to play on maps like CS Assault. However, competitive players noticed there was a bit of an imbalance on the map that led to drastic competitive disadvantages. And so, at the Cyber Athlete Professional League, or CPL for short, the organizers proposed to use an alternative map instead. This led to the creation of DE-CPL Strike, designed by Michael Hall. DE-CPL Strike quickly became popular and served as a blueprint what would later become the Mirage we know and love today. In 2010, mapmaker Michael Hall released a new refined version of CPL Strike, called it DE Mirage. When Valve released Counter-Strike Global Offensive in 2012, the game contained a version of Mirage that was almost identical to the current version we see today. Looking to the aesthetic design of the map, it takes inspiration from that similar to Middle Eastern architecture seen in certain blocks of Morocco. And if you look closely, you just might find some marks of esports history hidden around the map. Coldzera, a member of Luminosity Gaming at the time, managed to pull off 4 kills with the AWP. The remarkable feat stopped Team Liquid dead in their tracks, and I'll just let the clip speak for itself.
More utility to work with. Here he comes once again. The first base is a Dren. He's going to hit the ground there as Cole. Oh, what? It's jumping double from Cole. What is going on right now? How does he do this? Cole is safely.
Over the years, Mirage has been a consistent part of the map pool, and since it was first officially included in CSGO in June of 2013, much of the map remains the same in terms of gameplay, but with the majority of changes being subtle and unobtrusive. Mirage facilitates very competitive gameplay because it encourages balanced opening duels, fast rotates, and easily executed takes. So why exactly is this map so dearly loved among CSGO players? Well, there are a few reasons. For starters, it's a pretty simple map. This makes it attractive for players, both pros and beginners alike, giving them a perfect platform to demonstrate their mechanics and map awareness. Mirage's structure makes it perfect for players to learn strategy, game sense, and full sight executes. Also, Mirage allows for extremely flexible gameplay. Rotates and takes are fast and keep players on their toes. The fact that there's practically no vertical gameplay on Mirage, unlike Nuke or Train, add to the simplicity and attraction of the map. The meeting times on both sites only allow CTs a second or two before a T-rush, and both sites have almost a dozen spots for CTs to play around, so every round is new and unexpected. Thanks to Connector, Catwalk, and Underpass, both teams can take mid-control, rotate, and push from behind, getting from site to site and planting in under 20 seconds. These capabilities of Mirage are what lend newer players to begin to understand map play, and more specifically, they lay the groundwork for game sense, timing, and rotates. As we said earlier, one of the reasons pro players love Mirage is because of the balance that it offers. That said, according to statistics by HLTV.org, from competitive LAN events, CTs reportedly win 53.5% of all rounds on the map. And because Mirage is suitable for AWP play, this tends to make defensive angles by CTs somewhat easier to play. One other thing that Mirage has got going for it is that it offers several spots that are just perfect for competitive gameplay.
Try and hold off the rotations. Oscar's gone. Chris isn't. Op still in the picture. Op still very much in the round. Oh, Chris! He's found 3. It's down to a 2-on-2. Chris, can he close this with an ace? Oh my God!
All these awesome opportunities allow players to dig deep and become more creative in their tactical approach. And this is perhaps the biggest attraction of Mirage for pro players. While it appears deceptively easy, it requires a lot of tactical insight to dominate the map. For example, snipers or mid-window can be played with 2 different one-way smokes, and the op can peek from left or the right side. On top of that, CT spawn allows for players to reach window before any terrorist can even peek top mid. A CT could drop underpass without T's ever knowing. They could drop and play mid from under, and they could continue to throw pop flashes in support of their teammates, who can rotate from connector and cat. And if you're on T side, one window smoke from T-spawn will grant you mid control for a fast push cat to B. And this is just one example of the intricacies of playstyle that you can find on Mirage. At first glance, the layout of Mirage seems to call for the simplest of storming strategies and rushes. However, on a closer look, a combination of various obstructions and vertical differences between the bomb sites means that the players can execute different iterations of similar approaches over and over. A side can be taken from ramp, palace, connector, or even jungle, respecting a push from mid or underpass into window. B side can be taken from apps, cat, or once more a mid push from window all the way through to market. Each take allows for different smokes, pop flashes, and the ability to build out complete, full site executes. Or as of recently, dropping all your smokes in T-spawn and letting one player throw all 4 A-site smokes, CT, stairs, jungle, and for good measure default, to completely black out the site. To excel in Mirage, players need to demonstrate an excellent knowledge of rotations and map control. And this is key, because on Mirage, the momentum of the game can be easily swayed by the good execution on the part of even a single player. And that's all we got time for in this video. So if you're a fan of CSGO, tell us down below, what do you love most about Mirage? What are the most important things that you look for in a map on CSGO? Thanks for watching this video all the way through to the end. Don't forget to check out some of the other videos on the channel. I appreciate you. I love you. Goodbye. See you next time.